NFT, raw and unfiltered.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of NFT Raw and Unfiltered. My name is Alex. Joined with me is Tom, my co-host, and we're going to be talking all things NFT in the news this week. Tom, let's start it off, man. What's been happening?
Another big week in NFTs.
Another massive week in NFTs. I'm looking at a few projects that have dropped within the last 7 days, and they seem to be going parabolic. And this goes back to the anime-inspired NFTs. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. It is Azuki, and they're sitting right now. I've got it here at they're sitting at an 8.2 floor price right now. Man, that is just fucking blows my mind.
Bananas, mate. That
absolutely
is bananas.
That is absolutely mad, man. I'm actually there's another project, Killer Girlfriend, My Killer Girlfriend, which went really under the radar, and I was just actually discussing that with you just before. I remember seeing this project and it just started kicking off. And it didn't have all that momentum there, but now it's flying. We're sitting at a floor price of 1.888.
Wow, you love to see it.
Absolutely, man. I love the artwork. Really resonates with me. That's my style of artwork. Very similar to our project and what we're doing. We have a lot of anime inspiration in the Misfits itself. So I mean, yeah, that's actually really good to see. But there's some really interesting projects coming up in the very, very, very shortly. I think they're releasing in like the next 7 days. Karafuru is coming up now. I think you told me they're an Indonesian-based
Indonesian NFT project. Yeah. I think they're a design studio or something at the base of it.
I know that the founder of it already had a pretty big following on Twitter.
It was like Jay Bao or some Jay, was that it?
Yeah,
he's verified on Twitter, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So they've done really well in terms of their marketing, and I still remember coming across that project when it was not even like 1,000 Twitter followers on the page. They didn't even have a Discord then. Yeah. And I mean, it got in the hands of some influencers. Once it just had this big, massive parabolic pump. And, in terms of the excitement around the project. And this is something that, you see quite a lot in the NFT space. As soon as it gets those few shout outs, the project just goes absolutely mad.
When it rains, it pours in the NFT landscape, right? Like projects just go from nothing to just gangbusters overnight. It seems like sometimes.
0 to 10,000 is the catchphrase that you and I always seem to use to explain that 0 to 10,000, which will sort of segue us into the next portion of NFT news, from growing a community too big. And we had a really good Twitter Spaces this morning, talking about growing, really quickly. Now we want to touch base on the FishyFam. If anyone's been following that news, and I think most people have, we saw FishyFam release this week, and unfortunately for them, they had an exploit in their Ethereum smart contract, where some clever people found out a way to start the mint early, and they managed to jump ahead of the line in front of whitelisters and people that were on the whitelist. So you can imagine being a part of a project where you've been like, and I don't like to use the word grinding, because you'd like it to be more about being a part of the community, but let's get shit real here, man. People are grinding, people are trying to get on that whitelist, people are trying to get that
people NFT, are shooting the good vibes only.
Exactly. Everyone's, there for the good vibes until the party's over and it's no longer the good vibes anymore, which is sort of what we saw, especially if you're a part of those spaces. So what happened was 300 people a part of, on the whitelist didn't end up being able to mint their NFT because their NFTs were taken by the people that exploited the contract. Now this went, one of the things, it went within the Discord, people were trying to bring it, bring this to the attention of the mods, bring it to the attention of the developers. But, by the time that the developers were able to even see that something was happening, it had ended. And there's a lot of speculation. I know there's people saying, well, people were getting banned from the Discord when we were trying to tell them, and they were being, it was said that they were spreading FUD when the FUD was actually 100%
legitimate,
real.
Yeah.
So
dude,
it's
I can't even imagine the feeling, man. You've worked so hard for that whitelist, and then, oh man, I would literally cry. I would, dude.
Yeah,
so...
and you know what?
Can you imagine our boongies, man? We how hard we work for those boongies, and then you're sitting there waiting to mint, and then it's what's going on? Fucking rugged. That sucks, dude.
Yeah. Fucking the rug. That would absolutely kill me, man. It would be upsetting. And the thing is, I can see it from both perspectives now, being someone that's you and I actually creating our own project. I can see it from the people that have created the project. Last thing that they fucking wanted, and then that sort of happens, and it sort of spills this bad blood between them and the NFT community. And it's generally, I wouldn't say it's their community, I would say it's the NFT community as a whole, because what we find is that the NFT community is less forgiving for incidences of this nature. It's you make one mistake and that can really absolutely burn your brand. And this is why we go that catchphrase of going to 0 to 10,000. Now we know the FishyFam, they managed to grow that that Discord up to 70,000 people. I'm not sure how many. I think it's over 30,000 people following them now on Twitter. It's a very big community. They had a lot of big collabs. I believe with the Mores and also I know Cool Man Universe, and there was someone else that they also had a collab with, Alien Friends, I believe.
They're actually, I do quite like their art. I think it's quite interesting. It just has something about it. I quite like it. I like the style.
Yeah, I actually, really did. And there was there was a lot of news around that as well, especially around the original artist that they got to make the actual, the base design for it. Yeah. He wasn't paid, but now I believe he has been compensated 10 ETH that was released. But if anyone was a part of that Twitter Spaces, what we saw was it was relentless. It was pretty much the community onto the devs, and the devs were in there for hours and hours explaining. They held themselves accountable, and they were going to rectify the situation. And they said for them to give them time and do an announcement, which is what you want to see a community do. A development team do. And what we see in this space is and this goes back to building a community really fast, especially when you build a project really fast, you build a community really fast, and you get that mint out super quick. It doesn't seem to have that brand presence where people are going to be less forgiving when you make a mistake. So this is why, you and I have always spoken about it. That community factor needs to be the number one thing, the glue that holds the entire project together. Now, the issue that these developers had was that their Discord was so massive that when people tried to alert them to the exploits within the smart contract, that people getting banned left, right, and center. The messages weren't being seen, and the chat was just going absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, they handled it terribly. They definitely handled it poorly.
Well, they've admitted that they definitely could have done things differently, and they definitely rushed it way too quickly. But what's interesting is the follow-up of what they've they've given back to those people that missed out on the whitelist. I'm not sure I agree with it from a personal point of view. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form invested into the fishies, the FishyFams. I did get a whitelist. I don't have time to get to do the grinding to get the whitelist, but I am entitled to my opinion in the matter. And they've already announced their next project, which is the mutant fishies. And I sort of just touch base on this. It's like the first project has just dropped and already the second project has been announced. Which
are those airdrops or are those
I don't even know. They said that the 300 people that missed out will be able to get 3 mints from the next collection. Now, whether that next collection is actually going to be a mint, and there's going to be a public sale, it's sort of like the first project hasn't even had its time in the sun to sort of be something yet. Like it hasn't had its time to pump up and then level back down and then start reestablishing a new community.
Where's the floor now? I need to have a look.
The floor now, I've got it up here. They're at 0.45.
0.45. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah. It's not bad by any stretch of the means. I would have, for the hype that the project had, I would have probably have seen it more around 1/8. But like the reveal didn't even there wasn't even a reveal or lead up time. It's like the reveal just happened like that.
Yeah, these guys just rushed it. It seems, didn't they? They just wanted to get it done, get it out. That's it.
I think that it became a really rushed project. I think the solution sort of just leaves you thinking, wait a second, you have made a mistake here. We know that you need to rectify it in some way, shape, or form. But I mean, announcing another project or another add-on to your project is sort of like, well, do we reward mistakes by giving them more money? I mean, essentially that's what it sounds like. It's like, oh, we made a mistake, but we're going to release another project and we're going to ask you to part with more money, or we're going to allow new people to come in and part with more money. It seems a bit of an oversaturation to the existing project.
Well. I mean, so quickly as well, man.
Yeah,
it's just flooding the market overnight.
I think I know why they announced it. Like they needed to get, they needed to recompensate these people, and they needed to let the 300 whitelisters know, hey, we're going to support you in this aspect. But I just don't think it was the right time to announce a second project. Personally, I would have. They made a lot of money from the mint. I mean, Treasury is holding a lot of money for the project. They could have personally not done the reveal, and personally just gone and picked up 300 individual one of those NFTs. I mean, just wore it. That's what you need to do. That's as a project, but you've certainly got that, that following, that base. And I think a lot more people in the community would have respected the fact that, hey, we know that we messed up here, but we've purchased 300 off the floor. Everyone in the whitelist, if you didn't get in, let us know. They could have looked it up and recompensated themselves that way. Supposedly what they did was, and I did leave that out, they did actually, the people that didn't mint, they actually gave them the money for the mint.
They got paid back the amount of ETH, even though they never spent any.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. I mean, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. I mean, it is something, but it's also like, what's it going to do for the longevity of this project now? And the thing is, has this project established enough of a community base to actually keep it alive? Now, the unique owners are 5.7K. So it looks like, that's a nice healthy number. Yeah, that's super healthy number. So, it'll be interesting. Does this, FUD just keep carrying on down the track? Will they last? Will the mutant apes oversaturate it?
Yeah.
Who knows? But we wish them luck.
Absolutely.
We went in on the on the project. We know what it's like creating something like that and having to go through those situations. It's never easy, and there's a lot of anxiety that's going to be attached to that.
There was another project, right? The little bows this week that got screwed over as well in their Discord.
Oh, they got what's their name? Like, there's
what
an
was
actual
their name again? Yeah, their Discord was compromised or something, wasn't it? Where
their Discord was compromised, and I believe there were some people that did actually get affected by that, which is, at the end of the day, and we're saying this in the spaces, people always say, I don't understand how people get, rugged, or how people lose their money and all this, through these scams. And what we got to realize is that every single day there are new people entering in this NFT space that aren't aware of these scams or these things that are happening. So,
absolutely.
there are people that don't even know how to mint or where to start minting. So they reckon that when they receive a message on Discord that, this is them, this is how the mint process happens and starts and begins. And this is where people make mistakes and they lose money. And so, it is up to us, the people, that have been in the NFT space for some time and navigated it, help help educate new people coming into the space.
Yeah, it is the responsibility of us as, more veterans. But what's that? Sorry, what's it called? Fortune Friends Club.
The Fortune Friends Club. That's who it is. But yeah, their Discord had a major hack. So again, this is why it's really important. If you're in Discord, you're new to Discord, one thing is disable any messages or DMs coming to you. This is where everyone's getting scammed.
Yeah.
Every project out there, 100%, every project should not be DMing you, should not be sending you messages, and should not be announcing, special stealth mints or anything like that. Now, there are projects where stealth mints happen. I generally avoid them now because, now there's just too much, risk involved around those stealth mints. So, I mean, just... You want a project that is going to tell you the exact date, the exact time, it be announced on their Twitter at the same time. So, you've got two factors of authentication. You've got two factors of authentication, within that. So it's,
you need another beer.
Yeah, I reckon I do need another beer, man. It's actually been a long day. I've done so much talking, which is probably why when we were going back into our previous video, like we were trying to make a video before, and it was just coming out all over the place. Yeah. But look, I think it's important to sort of talk about that, and so
absolutely,
these are important things. What else has happened in the NFT space, Tom? You had some numbers, NFT sales.
Yeah, so Azuki has taken the kind of king spot of the last week from BAYC and CryptoPunks. I think they did in the last 7 days, what was it, $76 million, $76.4 million in sales, which is just outrageous. So they're the new kings of OpenSea. It looks to be is Azukizen NFT project, but I love it.
And the funny thing is, there's no real concrete roadmap there. Like there's an idea, and the thing is, like, the brands, is going to do amazing things. I know that they want to do some type of animation studio or thing like that. That's really cool. But again, it's where people are probably waiting to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I look forward to see what they do in the future. I think that will be a really successful project. Again, that style really resonates with me. And so yeah, look, I think that's we're going to try and keep these short and snappy, these little weekly updates. Just talk about news. Mainly just wanted to get that community. We just want to mainly get the FishyFam story out there, touch base on that, and the importance of building a community, because if you don't have a strong, stable core community behind your project, and you've gone from 0 to 100 overnight, it's very hard to manage, and you'll consistently be dealing with new people. So we wish them the best of luck, and if you haven't, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing out more and more content. We're going to do it in different ways. We want to bring out quick videos, snappy videos, and then we're also going to be bringing out this style of raw and unfiltered.
We're gonna start a little how-to series on everything NFT. For those people that are new to the space. So that'll be really cool. That'll be something to look out for. Yep,
absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to it. Also, if you haven't, check out our project, the Misfits
at the Misfits NFT on Twitter. I'll put the link below, and there'll also be our handle on the screen as well, our Twitter handle.
Absolutely. All right. Till next week. Let's sign off.
Easy.
Peace.